Hey, welcome back to the studio. We are super excited.
Yes.
Because we've got the Dune Part 2 official trailer that we're going to watch. We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Our last Dune trailer did really good. And
people were excited to watch
the conversation around it.
Yeah.
And we had fun seeing the movie when it came out. So we've been really anticipating this one.
I'm surprised they came out with a trailer and not a teaser first. Mm-hmm. It's like they just dropped a trailer right away.
Well, I mean, they dropped a teaser the day before they dropped the trailer.
Sure. You're right. They did.
Typically, that's not how it's done, but I'm okay.
But I'm okay having the official trailer. So
maybe
we're
gonna
watch
3
it.
Trailers.
Maybe we're gonna watch it.
All right,
and then we're gonna talk about it.
Let's enjoy this together.
Here
everybody.
we go.
It's breathtaking.
When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in,
very similar vibe to the first movie.
Dive in.
Yes, it's called.
Do you think they're using the volume?
I don't believe you.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets,
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
but the darkest of them all may remain. The end of House Atreides.
Dang.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Sick.
That was cool.
There he is.
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy.
I understand.
Sick.
Nice.
Nothing fancy.
Got up.
Yeah. Usul has called a big one.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope!
Awesome.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Sick.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I got some cool facts I read online about this new movie.
Okay.
So when it comes to the cinematography, right? So Denis Villeneuve and Greg Fraser wanted to push the limits a little further than what they had in the first movie. So this whole movie, 100%, is true IMAX.
Ooh.
So shot on true IMAX cameras.
Okay.
Whereas only 40% of the first movie was shot on IMAX. So the IMAX theater experience for the first movie was not true IMAX, whereas this one will be.
Okay.
Also, there's a lot more action, in this movie than the first one.
We get into a lot of the kind of rebellion side coming back, the revenge kind of arc of the story. There's a lot of stuff in here that I know that you don't know what it is.
Not all of it.
I'm seeing specific scenes where I'm like, I know exactly what's going on right here in this moment.
And I don't know.
And
I haven't
I'm
read the
really
book.
excited. There's a couple specific ones.
Well, hold on. You pull those up. While you're pulling that up, I want to say I can tell, which I'm going to do a filmmaking reaction video to this trailer. But I know there's a specific story, and I'm going to try to decode it in another video. But there's a specific story being told. Like, this is very formatted. This isn't just cool shots from the movie.
Yeah.
There's a very specific way this is laid out, and I want to kind of point that out and give a review reaction to that as well.
So one thing that isn't necessarily in the book, they're doing some sort of gladiator thing here with Fade.
Right.
And to, I guess, show off his character, who he is. That looks really cool. You know, doors opening.
Austin Butler's character.
This is Austin Butler as Fade Rotha. who's kind of the antithesis to Paul Atreides' character.
Right.
Cool design. He almost looks fake.
yeah.
Which I think is intentional, because Dave Bautista's character, Raban, he looks real. You know, just he's been dyed white. Whereas Fade looks
like an evil angel.
Like an archangel, like or almost like an android.
Yeah, kind of.
in this specific image, really cool image. Here.
Yes, and there's actually something that with this specifically, the gladiator bit, they pulled all color out of.
Yeah,
and it's actually, I noticed. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this and I'm gonna play just a few seconds of this. So right here we show Fade or whatever. Let's see where it comes up.
The gladiator thing might be later.
It's coming up here, right here. So all of this section is super harsh orange, right? And it shows Paul fighting against another character that's probably not a main character, right?
Yeah.
Super saturated, super orange, contrasted heavily right here.
Oh, wow.
With no color.
Yeah.
And his antithesis character also fighting another character. So it's like they're having this face-off. Mirrored almost here in the trailer. And then, even with color, they're mirroring
But
each
then,
other.
and they do that here. And then, of course, in the end, the kind of penultimate moment of the trailer is this right here. Where the two of them are, against each other.
Exactly.
But
they're also, this is the first, Paul doesn't have blue eyes through the whole thing except for when it gives us this close-up. So it shows us in this very last close-up of Paul Atreides that his eyes have gone blue, even though it shows his mother, Jessica, her eyes went blue earlier. Or at least in the trailer, they showed it to us right away that her eyes went blue.
I thought it was interesting that they show a lot of the worm riding scene. They show a good portion of
And I have a theory about this too.
Okay, what's your theory?
I think what it is, and this, I think partially it's fan service.
Okay.
Because they saw online that through the whole first movie, everyone who knows the story is like, when they gonna ride them worms?
Right.
And then they gave us a teaser at the very end of the film, but it wasn't a whole lot. But it was kind of like a build-up, because that's when Paul really realized desert power. You know what I mean? That his dad talked about at the beginning of the film.
And I'll say, like, first movie, something we all did, those of us who were familiar with the books, would say, like, they do really well with kind of a scene for scene thing from the book. And they did that really well in the first movie. And then I think not only is this fan service, but they're showing us, it's like, we're doing the same thing. He's still gonna, call the worm, ride the worm with everybody there watching. Very similar to what he did in the book.
But it's not,
so,
this isn't just like cool moments from it. This is like a sped up, like, but full scene. You know what I mean?
Almost, yeah.
It shows
so they're showing
people's
us
reactions. It shows him jumping on it, climbing up on it.
They're showing us sort of what's happening, in a closed, smaller version, but showing that we're still doing what you enjoyed from the book. We're not changing because you can see how, looking at like Fade, looking at the Harkonnens, it's like they're very different from the way they look in the book.
Right.
There's
it's got that Villeneuve touch to it,
right? And then
Gothic,
I wanted to look at one more shot.
Okay. Was it at the very end?
It might. I thought it was right in here.
Which shot?
This one.
Okay. Yeah, this character, I don't know who this is.
I don't know who this is either.
So is it like a love interest for Fade?
It could be. They could be adding a kind of like a Lady Jessica for Fade, like the
to really mirror
the Bene Gesserits.
Okay, yeah.
The Bene Gesserits might be. This might be his Bene Gesserit.
Gotcha. Now let me ask you this. In the first movie, the Bene Gesserit old lady said when she was confronting Jessica about having a son and trying to what's the technical word they have for like the Messiah?
The Kwisatz Haderach?
Yeah, trying to breed the Kwisatz Haderach herself. And then she makes a comment in the first movie, we have other candidates. You know what I mean? In mind. I don't want to give too much spoilers away, and I don't really know the story past what we've seen on screen.
Well,
is Fade one of those candidates?
So to this point, they have this like breeding program.
Right.
So you can imagine that sort of the youth of this age in the high houses are kind of what they consider what they're working towards.
Okay.
They may not know if these are the ones that will be that will fulfill like the prophecies or whatever.
Right.
They are. Yeah,
they're kind of there.
They're kind of they're close. Without giving anything away. Yeah, this is kind of what they've been breeding towards.
So Fade is kind of a strong mirror to Paul Atreides in a very strong way.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I'm really freaking looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to just the next trailer.
Yeah.
The next one. Let us know what you all think in the comments. I want to hear theories. I want to hear don't give too many spoilers away if you know the story. But I enjoy having conversations about Dune.
New
and
music
everything.
touch. Did you hear that at the
A
very
little
end?
bit, yeah.
That kum, 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 kum.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just a little bit.
Something new.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. We really appreciate all of you who stuck around and enjoyed this trailer and our conversation afterwards. So if you want to watch more videos and reactions that we do here on this channel, just go ahead and click through and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you later.